In this assignment, you're going to assemble the parts shown here into making a claw that looks like this. The first thing in the assignment is to create the correct folders and copy the correct parts into the correct places. Once they're there, then you can begin the assembly. I've given the instructions on how to do this in 1 through 4 here, but I'm going to go through this in a video. So the first thing it says to do is to create a, a pinching claw folder in your Inventor Robotics class folder. If you don't have a robotics class folder, you need to create that first. Then you can create a pinching claw folder. So going to File Explorer, usually as a shortcut here, you can go to the OneDrive, Documents, Inventor, and from here you are going to create a new folder called Robotics Class. I have one that's called Robotics and Robotics Period 2, etc., but I'm going to create one that is called Robotics Class. To do that, right click anywhere, go create, or I'm sorry, new folder, and then call it Robotics Class. Within that folder, you're going to double click, make sure you're in it. So right here, double click that, make sure you're in the folder, and then go right click new folder, and then we're going to call that pinching claw. Okay, that's the first thing. So step 1 is now complete. Looking at step 2, download the laser claw and the pinching claw, or laser claw underscore 60 tooth gear and the pinching claw plate, and move them to the new pinching claw folder that you created. So now that we go to the assignment, you're going to go here, and where it says pinching claw plate, you're going to click on it and you're going to download it. You should be able to download. You need to know where it's downloading. Typically it goes to your downloads folder. If it goes to your downloads folder, that's fine. You're going to need to copy it to the correct folder. I'm going to do that just to show you, but you could just directly find the correct folder and download it directly there. But I'm going to just download it to my downloads folder and then move it to the correct folder. So I'm going to save the pinching claw plate, and I'm also going to do the laser claw 60 tooth gear. So click on that and click download, and then make sure it's saved in the right folder. You may not be given this option. It may automatically go to your downloads and then you'll have to move it. Okay, so now that we have this, we can go to our downloads folder, find the files. Often what you can do is sort by date modified and find what's on top. It is these two. I'm going to shift or control select both of them. And then what I typically do is then right click and drag it to the folder that I want, which is Documents. Then I go to Inventor. I'm still holding the right click. And then I go to Robotics Class, and then go to Pinching Claw. And then right click or left, raise my light, unclick my right click, and then go move here. And then those files are moved from my downloads folder to this folder here. Step 2 is now done. Let's take a look at the assignment for step 3. Step 3 says download the compressed zipped file called vexparts.zip, uncompress the file, then move the uncompressed vexparts folder to your OneDrive Tahoma School District Documents Inventor Robotics Class folder. So we're not going to put it in the pinching claw folder, we'll put it in the one above it called Robotics Class, and it will say vexparts. So going to the assignment here, we're going to click here and we want to download it. What you may need to do is click here and go open in a new window, and that should give you a download option. And now we can download it. So we're going to download this compressed file into I'm going to download it into my downloads folder. That's my default folder there, Vex Parts. So I'm going to save it. Go to my downloads folder under OneDrive, so OneDrive downloads, and then find this. And if you notice there's a little zipper on it, it says it's a compressed file. We're going to double click to get the file within it, and that, or the folder within it, and we're going to move that to the correct location. Easiest way I know how is right click and drag. So I go to Documents, then I go to Inventor. I'm still holding my right mouse button, by the way. Then I find Robotics Class, and that's where I want to put it. So I can right click and let up on my right click. So and then I can left click where it says Move Here. And it might take a moment to do that. Mine looks like it's moving slowly, but it will eventually get there. I'm going to stop the video. We're not going to watch this move. I'm not sure why it's taking so long, but yours should be a little more quick.